Hi everyone, welcome to JMeter tutorial. Today in this tutorial, I will show you how to do load testing for a SOAP API using JMeter. I will show you step by step how we can set up and run the test after running the test and view the result. So let's begin. For performing the SOAP API testing, we can add the template. Here, click on File and then click on Templates. In the templates, click on Building a SOAP Web Service Test Plan. Here, this is the useful links for user-defined variables, user-defined variables HTTP request, and the responses actions. Click on Create. It will ask for save, so click on No. Now, here you can view the user-defined variables. In previous tutorial, I have already defined the user-defined variables, how we can create the variables. Here, just create a variable name host and then enter the value. This is the URL. And then use these variables in HTTP request by using dollar curly bracket and then host. In the number of threads, just define here the number of threads, ramp up periods, and then lookout. Here, one checkbox are marked send user on each iteration. Suppose you want to perform the login test and you have the multiple users in the CSV file. So if you mark this checkbox, now only one user data will be loaded from the CSV file. Click on view result tree. This is the disabled, and then click on SOAP request. This is the SOAP request. In the SOAP request, we need to select the method. This is the HTTP method for sending the data to the server, and then here you can view the HTTP request defaults edit. So we do not need to enter server name or IP here because this HTTP request defaults will be implement all threads on the all threads because it's defined upside the number of users. So we do not need to define HT server name or IP here. We just enter the path. This is the dummy website URL. After this, you need to enter the body data here. This is the structure of SOAP API. Now, you can use the header manager. In the header manager, you need to define the content type and then SOAP action. Now, practically, I will show you how we can configure the SOAP API in JMeter. So let's begin. Click on test plan. Right click on this test plan, add thread, and then click on thread group. In the thread group, we can enter the number of users. So now leave it 1. After adding the thread group, we can change name here. So API thread or any name we can set here. So API thread. Let's add the HTTP request here. Right click on thread group, add sampler, and then click on HTTP request. In the HTTP request, we need to enter the protocol and server name or IP, and then enter the path. After enter the path, enter the body data here. Now we can add the listener for view the result. Right click on HTTP request, add listener, and then click on view result tree. We can add more listener here. Right click listener, view result tree, and summary report listener. Let's configure this HTTP request. Change the HTTP request name here. So API request. So API request. Let's configure here. Open the Chrome browser, and this is the web service which is used for adding two numbers. You can use the divide. This is the divide web service. Suppose you want to perform the divide action, so you can use this web service. And this is the multiply and subtract. Click on this add web service, and here you can view this is the server name. After the server name, this is the path. And one thing we need to notice that here we can view HTTPS is not present here. So now we do not need to enter the protocol. If here HTTPS present, so we need to enter HTTPS here in the protocol section. Now copy this complete URL and path, enter the server name here, and then enter the path here in path section. After enter the path, we need to select the HTTP request post because we are sending the data to the server. In the body data, we need to enter the body, and here body are present. Copy this complete body text and put here. Now we have set up the number of threads and set up the HTTP request. This is the listener for view the request and response. This is the second listener, which is summary report. Now everything have been added, but we need to enter the header manager. Here you can view in the header. This is the protocol. This is the method, basically post method, and then this is the URL and content type. Now, as you can view in this templates, user defined variables present and HTTP request, and then HTTP header manager. So same, we need to enter the header manager in this request. Right click on this thread and the config element. Now click on HTTP header manager. Click on add. Copy this header, which is content type. Copy this. Right click and copy and put here. Same as well, we need to enter the value. So copy this and here. Click on add and then copy this soap action. Soap action name, and then enter the value in the value section. Copy this value. As you can view in this service, we need to enter the two integer. In the body section, we need to enter two integers. Suppose we want to add 2 and the second integer is 3. Now this service will add these two numbers. 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. Let's run this result. Before running this test, we need to disable this template example. So click on this number of users disabled. Now everything have been ready. We just need to click on start. It will ask for you to save your test plan before running it. Click on yes and then enter the file name here. So API, and then click on save. Click on view result tree. Here you can view request has been successfully sent to the server. In the request section, this is the post and the URL, and then send the body. In the response data, we get 5 because 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. We can add here assertions for checking the result. So copy this, add results, copy this response, and add assertion here. Click on assertions and the response assertions. In the response assertions, we have multiple options to verify the results. Text response, response code. As you can view, here we are getting 200 response code. If the request successfully sent to the server, we are getting 200 response code. In the response data, we can verify add result 5. If we are getting this response, then our test case is passed. Otherwise, the test case will be failed. In the response assertions, click on add. Here we say this is our expected response. Now, clear the result and then again run this test. Click on view result tree. Yes, we are getting 5 in the response. Let's change the value here. Suppose we say that our expecting result is 3. Now, test case will be failed because here we are getting 5, but we enter here 3. Click on a response body and then click on response assertions. Here you can view assertion failure message, test failed, test expected to contain add result 3. We are expecting 3, but we are getting 5. So test case has been failed. We can add the more number of threads here. That it's for today tutorial on SOAP API. I hope this tutorial helpful for you for API testing. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to SK World for more simple tutorials. See you in the next video.